Hello viewers, Elements 118 again, and it's time for another World of Tanks video, which is actually going to link fairly well into the last video that I did, when I showed you a battle in my IS-4, which I called a good defeat, a good battle that ended up in a defeat. This time we have what I'm calling a good draw, a good replay that turns out to become a draw. And judging by the length of the video, I'm sure you've realised that it's going to become a draw because the battle time is going to expire. But that is then and this is now. So we're watching Spill, and he's driving his relatively new IS-8 on Tundra. He's going to go over to the east, to this hilly section over here, see what shots he can put into enemy vehicles. But I do believe this is a fully upgraded IS-8. Certainly from the outside it looks fully upgraded, because he has the 122mm M62 T2 gun, which is exactly the same gun you get on the IS-4 at tier 10, which you saw in my last video. He's equipping 24 armor-piercing shells, 4 high explosive anti-tank shells and 2 high explosive shells for this match. Now he took a shot at that very low health AMX 1390, but it was a dodgy shot and it missed. Yeah, first shots usually miss anyway. It's quite crowded over this side of the map really. Still, he's going to make the best of it. Puts one into that IS-8. There's no artillery in this game. In fact, there's no tank destroyers either. And I think he's realised it is a bit too crowded round here, and there aren't so many people in the centre and over towards the west. And there is an AMX 5120, if you can look on the mini-map in the centre over there. I think that's what he's seen, which could potentially become a major threat. I think he's going for the Tiger 1, and that's when all of these enemy tanks start pouring over from the west, probably because they start to realise that they're getting pushed in the east, so it's time for them to push in the west. And there's at least what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks over this side of the map, but he hasn't been spotted, so he takes one in at the front of what is not a fully upgraded Tiger 1, and then he sees the side of this T-34's turret, so he puts one into that, and he still hasn't been spotted. Oh, he has been spotted now. Tiger probably doesn't know what he's doing. A bit unlucky there on the IS-2. We're firing at quite long range here, so the inaccuracy of this gun will start to show at these kind of long ranges. You can still see a bit of his turret, but not much, so misses again. Decides it's time to move forward. They've lost their other IS-8 that was over there, and they've just lost KB-13. Tiger 2 is on marginally low health. In fact, he's gone. This T-34-1 puts a nice one into him. He receives a hit there. I'm not sure what it was. But he takes out the T-34-1 anyway. There's an AMX 5120 on his team that's also come back this way to try and help defend. A bit rushed with that shot on the T-34, so it doesn't go in. T-34 was backing off anyway behind the whatever kind of building that is. He's conscious about this AMX 1390 that's coming up. Is he coming over? Is he coming over? A bit unlucky. So the AMX 1390 comes over. Not sure what he's doing. Well, whatever he was doing, he wasn't doing it very well. So Spill punishes him for lack of effort there. Now then. Oh, VK4502P Ausfay, and he bounces. But it's alright because the AMX 5120 finishes him off anyway. Right, T34. He's definitely seen him. It's a nice shot into the slightest slither of the hull that he could see there. He'd never have penetrated the turret, of course. But he did manage to see the hull, so he managed to put a nice one into him. Is he coming back over? I haven't fully watched this replay before, by the way, so I don't generally know what's going to happen as it progresses. Only I do know what the end result is, because I watched the last couple of minutes of the battle. He's going to go and presumably chase down this T-34, because he is virtually a one-shot kill. He's on, how much health is he on? He's on 394, there he is. But he's already gone out of sight, so instead he's going to try and help his ally in the Tiger II to survive a bit longer. Actually surprised that he hit that IS-2. He bounced, but he hit anyway. He puts a nice one into what looked like was his turret cupola, although it could have been the front of the turret. Probably can penetrate the front of an IS-2 turret with this kind of gun. Puts one into the Tiger when he wasn't looking. IS-2 is not liking that. Still hasn't managed to penetrate. The Tiger II takes out that Tiger I, so there's only one of them left over this side of the map. And Spill puts a nice shot into him, and the Tiger II finishes him off. And very quickly, mainly Spill, has turned the tide of the battle on this side of the map completely. Anyway, the Tiger II is thanking Spill for the help that was provided. And now, it's 2 versus 3. They've got a T-34, an AMX 1390, and a VK3002D against an IS-8 and a Tiger II. Difficult to say, just by judging the team lists, which side would win here. Side with the least tanks has got the better tanks, or at least, you know, the best tank that's still alive, the IS-8. Tier 9 heavy and Tier 8 heavy versus a Tier 8 heavy, a Tier 8 light, and a Tier 7 medium. Of course I know what's going to happen, but I'm not going to tell you precisely what's going to happen yet. Well, you'll find out at the end anyway. What if enemy defends this? Be a draw. Hold that thought, Tiger II. That last word that you mentioned will become very important later on. Spill has done a very hefty 3,898 damage so far, in 10 hits, which is virtually, you know, about 10 times the average damage of one shell. So it's not too bad. He's being shot at presumably by that AMX 1390. He takes a guess shot. Very much doubt that hit anything. it would have to be the AMX 1390 because Spill has a greater view range than the T34 and the VK3002D. Well, there's that T34. He's only on 122 health. So Spill decides it's time to go and chase him down for the final time. Tiger 2 is still got most of his health. T34 has just fired. So comes over, waits until he has a very, very good shot on him. It wasn't a brilliant shot, that. It was mostly in the front of the turret that could be seen there. Thought he was going to go for the cupola. He does take a hit as a consequence, but yeah, T34 doesn't get lucky twice. And there are both of the remaining enemy vehicles. This AMX 1390 is giving this Tiger 2 problems. And that was quite an unlucky shot, really. The AMX 1390 did move just as Spill took the shot. So it doesn't go in. But there's this VK3002D who can't escape an ISH gun so well. Now he manages to take out that Tiger 2, but Spill puts an end to the VK3002D, which means now there's only him against an AMX 1390. And strap yourselves in for 4 minutes of fun. I say that, I don't really know precisely what's going to be happening in these 4 minutes. Just that I know that they're both going to still be alive at the end of these 4 minutes. And it's entirely possible that the AMX 1390 is going to be coming over from the other end of the map anytime soon. Judging by how fast it is, being a light tank course. It's just a waiting game now. Now it would be dodgy for Spill to try and go for the enemy cap, because if the AMX 1390 gets to this cap first, he has to come back and defend. And although the IS-8 isn't slow, it's not magnificently fast either. So going to the enemy cap is a risk. Tiger 2 is advising Spill to stay at base, and that's exactly what he's going to do. He's been spotted. The AMX is somewhere around and he's behind him. That's bad, that's bad. Quick, turn the gun around. He is. This building is denying view range. Switching between first and third person views. Oh, the AMX has moved over there now. Is he going to get a shot? Is he going to get a shot? Is he going to get a shot? Takes it. And he does hit. Leaves him for 14 health. He's down to his last armor piercing shell as well. And what the hell happened there? That would have been definitely the killing shot for Spill, and messes him up completely. He's loading high explosive down, you know, there's no point firing high explosive anti-tank at a 14 HP AMX 1390. There's no point really firing a high explosive anti-tank shell at anything that's got 14 HP left. Now he went down the other way to see if he could find him, but he doesn't seem to be down here anymore. He got away, and now there's only 45 seconds of the battle remaining. So 12 hits, 4,248 damage. Used up most of the stocks of his ammo. All of his armor piercing rounds were depleted. Monster game, really. Most people don't like the IS-8 because of the armor. Yeah, well, the armor isn't brilliant, but it's not that bad. And there we are. Bit of a heartbreaking game, really. Monster game for Spill, but it ends up in a draw. Hence the name of this video. Good draw. So, well, I hope you enjoyed what was good about this replay, and I hope you feel sorry as I am. I'll say that again. I hope you feel sorry as I do for Spill not managing to get a win out of that. Would have farmed him quite a lot of experience and credits, which I think it did anyway, which is fine. And well, good luck on the Battlefield, viewers, and I'll see you next time.